Today we are going to do an experiment with Skittles. As you can see, I have separated our Skittles out so that all I have are the orange and green Skittles. After this, you're welcome to use the rest of your Skittles to create other things and maybe do another experiment like this, maybe in other ways. We'll pose some of those questions a little later. So I've taken just the orange and green because we're going to make a pumpkin. Very soon here, it's going to be Thanksgiving, and this way it'll remind you of all the yummy pumpkin pie we're going to be eating. So we've got our orange and green Skittles, and the only other ingredient we're going to need is warm water, okay? You'll also need a plate. A white plate works best. You might want to use more of a more secure type of a plate. This one happens to be a paper plate, but I am going to just use my paper plate because that's what I have available. It will absorb our water, but it will still work. So we're going to line the perimeter of our plate with the orange Skittles. So we'll put the green up at the top, because see, the green up at the top is going to be what? That's right, it's going to be the stem of our pumpkin. Now, we're going to pour this warm water on it. So start thinking about what might happen when we pour the warm water on these Skittles. What do you think might happen? Do you think they're going to melt? What do you think? Okay, so I almost got them all the way around the plate here. A couple more seconds. And then we can see what happens. My pumpkin obviously isn't exactly the most perfectly round pumpkin, but most pumpkins are not. All right, here we go. So we've got them all the way around our perimeter. And now we're going to very, very gently pour the warm water onto our Skittles. And if they move around a little bit, that's okay. It really is okay. You can just move them back the way they are. So now let's wait a little bit and watch the magic. Can you see? They're starting to bleed together. Oh, the orange is coming through. Imagine what it would do if we were able to use all of the Skittles. If we used all the different colors Skittles, we would end up with what? That's right, a rainbow. So this experiment explores the chemistry concept known as the concentration gradient. That is, that the chemicals move from the areas of higher concentration to areas of lower concentration in an attempt to equalize the concentration. As the Skittles start to dissolve in the water, they send the colored sugar outwards in an attempt to equalize the concentration of sugar in the water. The colors do not mix, however, as the same amount of sugar has dissolved from each Skittle. And we can see that they're not mixing together, they're making a beautiful pattern. So, the concentration of sugar has already equalized. Now, think about this for a moment. What would happen if you used cold water instead of warm water? You can try that if you'd like. What would happen if you used the other colors of the Skittles? Will the colors mix? In this particular situation, they don't mix together. What if I changed the sugar concentration by adding a sugar cube? What if I add an ice cube to the middle? What would happen? What if I use a different liquid like milk or soda pop? So I challenge you to try some of these other ideas. Have a great day.